SubVI in LabVIEW. As you have seen in the previous demonstration, every virtual instrument VI you create has two parts. One, the front panel, and the second is the block diagram. Once you have taken care of designing these two parts, you have an option to save it as a SubVI. And the advantage that you get for saving your VI as a SubVI is you can use these SubVIs in another VI. Let me explain it with an example. Say you're writing a program that solves the value of y in this equation, y equal to ax plus b, where user inputs the values of these three variables, and your VI calculates the value of y. Pretty simple one. So your VI has three inputs and one output. Once you have created this VI, you can choose to save it as a SubVI. And for that, you have to take care of two things. One, designing the icon of the SubVI, and the second is assigning the input and output terminals to your SubVI icon. Don't worry, it only sounds complicated. Let's go to LabVIEW and let me demonstrate how simple these things are. So click on LabVIEW icon, create a blank VI, put both the panels side by side. Ctrl T is the shortcut for that. Let's go to front panel. So we are writing a program for y equal to ax plus b. We need three inputs, that is three controls, for user to input the values of a, x and b, and one output, that is a single indicator, for displaying the value of y. Right click here, go to control palette, under the modern subcategory, under numeric, I can take a control. Place it on the front panel. Let me label it A. I'll get two more controls for B and X, and also take an indicator for Y. So three controls and one indicator on my front panel. Let's go to block diagram now. Arrange these things a bit. Right click, go to function palette. Under numeric, let's get a multiplication function and then add function. Now a multiplied by x and the result is added to b. A useful tip here is if you right click on the wires and select clean up wire option here, then you'll get a neat looking wire connection like this. It minimizes the number of turns your wire has taken to connect. It's just to make your program look neater, nicer. Now that the connections are done, to save this VI as a SubVI, you have to take care of two things here on the top right corner of the front panel. These two. Let's take them to the blackboard where I can give you some details on them. So this part is called connector pan and this part is called icon pan. The two tasks I've told you, designing the icon of the SubVI is done through this icon pan, and assigning the input and output terminals are done using this connector pan. Both of these are the default looks of the panes. Let's look at the icon pane first. To change the icon, right click and select Edit Icon. It will open up this window which looks somewhat similar to a paint program. Let me change this look. Select this third option from the top. Click here and pick the white color. Click and drag over this icon. Turns everything white. Let's put the color back to black. And here on the left side under icon text option, you can type your desired text. So let me type y equal to ax plus b. Then click OK. Now you see the icon has changed. So the first part is done. Now let's go to the connector pan, which is used to perform the second task, that is assigning the input and output terminals. This default icon gives you an option for assigning 6 inputs and 6 outputs, separated by this center line. Let me draw a line here. Let's pick yellow color and this line. This side you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 input terminals, and to its right you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 output terminals. But for our SubVI, we only need 3 input terminals and 1 output terminal. To change this connector pan according to our need, right click on it and go to patterns. You will see all these different patterns that you can pick from. Well, this pattern here suits us. See, 3 inputs and 1 output. So let's select this one by single clicking on it. And I got my 3 inputs and 1 output pattern on my connector pan. You can further change these patterns by right clicking, say on the input side, and selecting remove terminal option here, which would remove 1 input terminal, and now you have 2 input and 1 output pattern. Let me add one on the output side. Right click on the output side, add terminal, and now you have 2 input and 2 output pattern. But we don't want that, so let's get back to our 3 input and 1 output pattern. Now comes the most important part. To assign your inputs and outputs to this connector pan, left click on the first input section here, which will turn the portion black, and then come straight to the first control on your front panel, in this case A, and left click once again. Now you can see the portion above on the connector pan turns orange, which indicates the assignment of the corresponding control to the first input terminal is successfully done. Do the same for the other 2 inputs and 1 output. The reason these terminals turn into particularly orange has to do with the data type of the controls and indicators we are connecting. Because all these controls and indicators are floating point type, and LabVIEW associates orange to floating point data type, you get orange color. In other cases, when you are using other data types like Boolean or integer type, the color might change into green or blue. But that doesn't matter. As long as the black color turns into any other color, orange, blue or green, that indicates a successful assignment of the terminals to the connector pan. So that's it. All are orange now. The icon pan is changed and we're done. Now save this VI in some known location. Let me give it a name, y equal to ax plus b. Click save, and the VI is saved as a SubVI. Now you can use this SubVI in any other VI. Let's create a new VI. Same procedure. Blank VI, put the windows side by side, and let me save this VI as, let me give it a name, a new VI, just to indicate it's a separate VI. Now to bring our SubVI into this new VI, right click on the block diagram. Down here, you will find an option called Select a VI. Click on that and it will ask you to choose the location where you've saved your SubVI. So y equal to ax plus b here is our SubVI. Select that, click OK, and with your mouse cursor you have your SubVI. Click once again to place it on the block diagram. If I hover my mouse over it, you can see it has got 3 input terminals and 1 output terminal, A, X, B inputs and Y as output. Now you can use this SubVI just as any other function in LabVIEW, like a multiplication function or an addition function or hundreds of other pre-existing functions. So essentially, SubVIs are user-defined functions which you design according to your need and use them later in separate VIs. Let's test our SubVI once. Let me create a front panel control and indicator first. You can do that by a simple right click on the input terminal of any function in the block diagram, in this case on our SubVI. Go to create and select control. Bam! You got your control on the front panel with the same label. Let's do that few more times. Right click, this time create a indicator. Come to the front panel here, put some values for A, X, and B. Click run, you get an output value for your Y. So now that you know how to build your SubVIs and use them, go on and experiment. and build your own exciting virtual instruments. That's it for this video lecture. We will meet again next time with some new LabVIEW concepts. Thank you.